So in today's video, I'm going to talk about giving up deodorant, store deodorant. I am 4 months in and going really well. Alright, I will say though, going well, but we've just hit winter here. So that 3 or 4 months has actually been in autumn. And I haven't had any problems with smell whatsoever really. So it'll be an interesting test when it gets to summer here, so I'll definitely update you. But anyway, here it goes. So I wanted to rid myself of deodorant, of store-bought deodorant, and I've wanted to for years, but I really didn't want to smell. I had a boyfriend years ago who used this crystal salt. And look, he loved it. I didn't really notice much of a difference, but you know, I was supportive. Anywho, since we've been in lockdown for the last, 3 months, I thought it was a good time while I was giving up shampoo. You can check out my no poo regime. But also while I was doing that, I thought I could give up deodorant as well. You know, while I'm being all greasy in the hair, I can be a bit smelly as well. I live alone, so I thought I wouldn't stink out anybody here anyway. I guess the main reason of wanting to give up deodorant, store-bought deodorant, was really about the chemicals that are in store-bought deodorant that can lead to a higher risk of breast cancer as a result. And because I shave my pits, I also tend to get a little bit irritated, and I have for many years, irritated having deodorant on anyway, store-bought deodorant, when I shave my pits. Definitely with anything spray. The roll-ons are a little bit better, but the more I sweat, the more irritated I would get. So there was another reason. That was the other reason why I wanted to try different alternatives. So I needed an alternative, so I started to look around. First on my list was Black Chicken deodorant. Now, a friend of mine recommended this, I think a couple of years ago. I'm unsure actually whether Black Chicken is just an Australian brand or if it's international, but it's Black Chicken. Now you can get the bigger tub, but I thought I'd try these because it had different smells. But there's 4 in one packet and they all had different smells, slightly more expensive. But basically this is it. And so I thought I would try it and give it a go. So this was the first try. Now, one of the things I noticed firstly, when you open it up, to get to it, you've got to use your finger. You go in and you get it into a ball and then you put it on your pits. Sounds all fine. Except that I have long nails. Not ridiculously long nails, but I do have long nails. So as a result, the stuff was actually getting in my nails. And it was a little bit off-putting because then I would have to spend, getting it out every morning. The other thing I didn't like about it is it's in a plastic tub. Now, it's not very environmentally friendly, is it? I expected, now this is all natural, so I sort of expected it to be all natural with regards to its container. Now, I will use these little tubs because I travel a lot when there's not a pandemic. I tend to use this sort of stuff, these sort of tubs for traveling, for, my bits and pieces. So I would definitely reuse it, but I was just a little bit disappointed that it was in plastic. So although it does actually work really quite well, it creates a barrier, I decided to look around for something else. I don't know if you guys have seen my no shampoo video, but I'm a bit of a fan of Lush. Like, I do like Lush, and I'm not affiliated. I particularly like their bath bombs. So I thought I would have a look at Lush and see what alternative deodorants that they had. And the first one I came across was called Tio. This had a baking soda basis to it, and it had lemon and peppermint and stuff in there, and it smelt beautiful. And it was like a bar. I don't have it anymore. It was like a bar with blue wax on one side to keep it together, so you could actually just pick it up and put it on your pits like that. It didn't have the same sort of consistency as the black chicken in that it didn't exactly work as a barrier. I think what it did is it worked to minimize the smell with the baking soda. Now, I loved the smell, but I started using it for about a month and it broke. I put it on there and it just broke. Now, the consistency of this is a bit like one of Lush's bath bombs. So when it broke, and it broke in a number of pieces, I took off the rest of the wax and I used it as a bath bomb. And I will say it was a really nice smelling bath bomb. But I didn't find it that useful because it broke on me and I had only used it for about a month. But secondly, it irritated my pits. I don't know what was in it that was doing it, but it was definitely irritating my pits. So I was going to look at another alternative anyway. So staying in with Lush, I decided to check out, it's called Korimako. Now this is like black chicken, it is more of a barrier. I think it does have some baking soda in it, but it works as a barrier. I didn't bring it with me. Would you believe I forgot to put it in front of me? But anyway, so it's like a bar. It has that barrier stuff, and you basically, I have it in one of those Lush tins, and I just pick it up and I just go like that and just put it on my bathroom shelf, and that's fine. And I just do that every day. Now it works really, really well. It doesn't get in my nails because there's no reason for that to be the case. It works just fine, not very expensive at all. Now all the stuff I've been talking about, I'll put in the description below, so including links and stuff. I will say I recommend this. It has just a very faint smell. It's not too overpowering, so it won't overpower your perfume. It just has a lovely faint smell and it works really well. But I will say, as I said at the start of the video, we are in autumn and now just gone into winter, so I think the test will definitely be when it gets to summer here. But one of the things I also found with this, with exercising, is I still didn't smell. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes when it gets to summer. It does get very, very, very humid here, so it'll be interesting. So I'll definitely do another video. Also as well, just an added thing, I'm actually eating probably far cleaner than I used to, and I do notice that I'm more likely to smell if I've had processed food. Just something I've noticed, processed, particularly any sort of takeaway food. I'm not someone who tends to get takeaway food very often, but I've noticed that I'll tend to smell for a day or so after having takeaway. Just slightly, like there's just more pressure for this to be used as a result of that. When I'm eating more cleanly, I don't notice at all. There's no smell at all. So that's interesting, hey? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I do a video every Wednesday morning. And if you have any comments of what I spoke about today or any suggestions for future videos, please pop them down in the comment section below. And remember, you can book a coaching session with me on my website, or you can email me directly on my email. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.